morning, everybody. It's Cheryl and Michelle, and we're here from Moore's doing our So Fun for September.
Yes.
I can't believe it's September, though.
I know. Can you believe
August just went really fast.
Ooh.
But we've both been really busy doing lots of traveling, looking into lots of planning for you guys for next year. So we're really excited about it. But we're going to start off real quick with, again, some updates. We've got a really full fall lineup coming up with you guys, and we're just going to go through very high level some of the things. So Steady is coming up in just a couple weeks. We are sold out for that event, but if you didn't get to sign up for it, I just wanted to let everybody know we will have a few of the products that we're bringing in for the class online and available for purchase. So if you weren't able to make it to that class, but you're still interested in some things, you can look on our website. We'll probably have some products there for you. So Artful, it's getting very close to being full, but we're really, really excited. George just posted a really cool video.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it last week on Facebook, but he actually shows in the class. And so it gives you a much better idea sort of what Steven's doing and all the interaction that you're going to get in this class. But it's really, really fun. And just to remind everybody, it is over a weekend. It's October 11th and 12th. It's sort of like a 2-day thing, but really is an all-day, 2-day event if you sign up for the whole thing, which is really what I encourage you to do, because you'll get to make a beautiful piece, which I know I've shared with you guys before. But on Saturday and half of Sunday, it will be the interactive workshop. Steven will take us through showing us a lot of his techniques and things that he does to make art actually out of embroidery, which is just really cool. And then the second half of the second day is when we'll actually pull out the kits and make our piece of art that you'll be able to take home with you. So there are still some spots left, so I encourage you guys to attend that one because I'm really I'm excited. I can't wait. That's going in my sewing room. I'm just got to do that.
Yes.
Say again. It's called Artful Embroidery, and it's with Steven Wilson, who is the founder of Anita Good Design. And he hasn't been here in a while either, so we're really, really excited to have him again. So the next one, I'll let Michelle talk about.
We have OESD coming up, which is always one of our favorite and largest events that we have for the year. OESD, we have Kimberly Dotson once again coming out and gracing us with her presence. She is so informative and she is super knowledgeable. The event is geared around machine embroidery. You will be able to come use one of our top of the line machines. All you basically need to do is sign up, show up. We provide you lunch, we provide a snack, we provide entertainment, and you're going to meet new friends and you are going to learn a lot about machine embroidery. She is a wealth of information and super knowledgeable. You're going to learn about stabilizers. I know still, even to this day, there's times where I have to think, what stabilizer do I use for what? And she's going to have so much information for you. It always fills up, so you're going to want to check in either online or call one of our stores to get your spot. And you don't want to miss it. Like I said, it's always a super fun event. The topic this month is travel. So you'll be making an adorable shawl. You will be making a zip bag. You will also be doing a luggage tag and a baseball cap. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
A baseball cap at an event. So much fun, and you're going to have a blast. And the next one that we have coming up is...
I'm going to let you talk about it.
Okay.
We're doing handy quilters coming again.
So we have, once again, a long arm handy quilter event. And these events are the perfect event. If you've thought about, you might want to buy a long arm, come to one of these events. You're going to have hands-on the machine. You're going to have experts that are going to teach you and give you guidance to see what type of machine would be the best machine to fulfill your quilting needs. It is absolutely the best type of event to literally get those hands-on to make your decision. We always have a great time, and we have great staff at that as well, so you don't want to miss it. If you've been thinking about getting another machine and, importantly, a long arm to finish your quilting.
Yeah, and Mary's coming again. So
yes,
Mary Yoder, if you guys have met her or done a class with her, she's really fabulous. She's a national educator for handy quilter, very knowledgeable. But I had just started with Moore's right when we had the last one here, and I went around and talked to a lot of the ladies, and they couldn't say enough about it. They were really learning a lot. Some of the people do already have the machines. We do have a special with the pricing though. If you are planning on attending and you already have a machine, if you have a friend that doesn't have a machine, they can join you for half off. So it's a really nice, it's a great girlfriend thing. If you guys want to come together and be on the machine together, it works out really nice. And I know the class was really interactive and learned, and they go through everything. They go through a lot of the software. They teach you how to do free motion, a lot of different sashings, and all just kinds of a lot of stuff. So it's a very full.
Bring a notebook.
Yeah,
is my little note for you. A notebook and a pen that works. And also, Mary Yoder is an alumni from Moores. She has taught at our stores in the past, and now she's moved on nationally. And we love that she gets to come back and visit us and fill you in with more informative information.
She's a great lady.
Yeah.
So lastly, we have a new event to talk about today, which again, Michelle and I are super excited about. So it's called Sewing Revolution, but it's with Kim, who's from Australia. And Kim Goldup Graham, she's an author. She is an inventor of products. She has her own line of things, but she's really got a really unique, I know Michelle's and some of our staff have worked with her, but when she's been in the States before, but she's going to be with us for about a week, and we're kicking it off. It's going to be in November, the 17th and the 18th here at Brea for 2 days. We have an embroidery event. So that one is going to be doing a dedicated project with Kim on machines here at the store.
And that one I know is a star with hearts on it. And she's going to show you specifically how to position the item. So it's something that all levels of embroiderers will get something out of.
Yeah, and I think just going through some of her outline, even me as an embroiderer, I'm looking forward to it because I think she has a lot of really good tips and techniques that will improve my work as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then the next event we're going to be doing with her is going to be the next day on Wednesday. We're going to have like an open just meet and greet at our Huntington Beach store from 6 to 8. And that's going to be very informal. She's going to be doing a trunk show. She'll have her books there. So if people want to get her autograph or take pictures with her and things like that, that'll be a real fun, informal time just for us to all be together and kind of hang out and get ready for the next class. And then the next day, on Thursday, the 20th, we will be doing a more sewing quilting focused class, just one day at Huntington. And that one also has a table runner project.
It's called the Tilted Heart. So you're going to be making a table runner with 2 hearts that are tilted. And once again, teaching you all those inventive ways with her products to get perfect placement.
Yep. And then lastly, we're going to repeat that class again in Mission Viejo on Friday, the 21st. So the website is up. You guys can sign up for this. It's a very affordable, very reasonable class, I think, especially for what we're going to learn and be able to have with Kim. So we're, again, very, really excited to have her, and it's going to be a great time.
Yes. And just so you know, Kim is a hoot. You will laugh.
Yeah, she's very
this
fun.
class is just going to be, kind of the bee's knees of sewing, embroidery, and laughter. She is a fun person to be around, and you will learn a lot. I keep saying that. You're going to learn a lot at this Sewing Revolution.
They actually call her the edutainer.
Yes.
So that's kind of her nickname, is the edutainer. So, but she's just been a delight to work with. She does have a really, really nice personality, and she just arrived at the States this last week. So we're excited and looking forward to having her in our fall lineup, and just lots going on. So we'll hope that you guys will take advantage and come see us and take a class with us this fall. And
one other thing real quick on her event, you don't need to bring a machine. We do provide the machines for you to use.
With Janome.
Yeah, there'll be Janome machines, which I'm always really excited about. So it's another one of those events. You just need to register, come enjoy. We will feed you lunch. We will give you snacks, and you will learn a lot.
So Michelle,
she's
been having a lot of fun with this month's stuff. So
let's do a gift.
I think we should.
A drawing. Yes, absolutely. What do you guys think out there? You guys want to have a chance of win something? Okay.
And hopefully you guys have been sharing. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that at the beginning to remind you. So
can we get the names, Rhonda, please? Thank you. We have a personal assistant out there that will bring us the names, and that way we can draw them. But what we're going to be giving away is an OESD tiling scene. This one is called Modern Petals. I've made this with a pillow and also a table runner. It does amazing things, and you will be super happy when you win this. So let's see who gets to win in the June Mecker. Congratulations.
Yay.
And then online, we're going to have Miss Fatima give us a name, and she can just shout it out and we'll repeat it for all of the people out there virtually. Barbara Barnes, congratulations. Yes. So you will be getting this as well. You need to contact us and give us your information so that we can get it on its merry way to you. So with that said, we will have another drawing a little bit later. Yes. And let me get on over to the other side over here.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Cheryl. And we will start talking about Around the Bobbin. Now, Around the Bobbin is a company that I fell in love with years ago. They make silicone different items, and I brought in 4 different things for you guys today. And those items you can use. You can sew on any sewing machine. You can sew through that silicone and make some really fun home deck type items. I love the fact that you can take your own fabrics, your own creativity, and make something fun and useful. And all of these are perfect gifts. What I want to do is talk about really quick the oven mitt. So this is the oven mitt. And let me put another one on real quick. So the oven mitts, they're very pliable and soft. They're not like silicone that you've seen other places that is more brittle. You can really mold them. And the great thing about these mitts, and they come in 2 different colors that we have here. I'll hold up these so you can see both the colorways. So we've got a teal and a red, and I've made 4 different samples. I'm going to go ahead and hand this one over to Cheryl, and Cheryl will hand it around the studio audience here. But I want to talk real quick about the silicone itself. Now, this silicone will be heat resistant up to 450 degrees, kind of separating, there we go, separating the sides there. So it's super useful. I use mine with my stoneware. I know my stoneware, when I pull it out of the oven, is a little hotter than just regular aluminum, and it completely shields your hand so you don't get burned. Now, in the package, you're going to get the instructions to finish this, but what I wanted to show you, and I don't know if we can get in really close here, on the top layer here, there's a line that goes across, and when you get this handed around, you can see it in the mitt, and that distinguishes the area that you sew through. Let me show it on the camera here. If we can get a little close up. Let me get in the area. So you can see this line here. So you're going to sew on this side. Now, when I did my sewing, I just used a jeans needle. I didn't do anything more special than that. I added my fabrics, followed the instructions, and then I was able to get this amazing finished product. Let me get it on camera there. So you can see I have my stitching. Now these are completely lined. You can see on the inside, I even quilted it with batting. And when you have that in there, they're nice and, you know, flexible, they're not hard, and they're super, super useful. So I'm gonna pass around this silicone so that you can see and touch it without any of the other items as well. And just think, you can use whatever fabrics you want and create a custom gift. It would be really cute at Christmas time to use a Christmas fabric up top here. Maybe put some wooden dowels and spoons and other utensils in there. Tie a nice ribbon around it, and it would be a perfect little gift for anyone. This one, actually, this is the curtains that I use in my kitchen area. So now I have something that I can use that matches. Not that my husband cares, but I personally care to have stuff that matches. And like I said, I love them. I had another customer at our other store that had mentioned that if they get dirty or if you get stains all over here, all you have to do is use your seam ripper, take everything out, and if you have the pattern still, you just make a new one and you can reuse that silicone. So many usages for it. And the great thing, I knew that you guys were going to fall in love with these oven mitts So I bought just refillable replacements. So you can buy the pattern and then you can just get the replacement, so you can end up with a set or you can make some for your friends. Super useful. And once again, Around the Bobbin really thought of everything when they brought these silicone in for us to use and to make some really fun, creative items for our home. So that's the first item. And the second item that we have are mug mats. So these mug mats are a little bit larger. And I want to go ahead and let me get it on the camera here. Okay, thank you, Cameron. One second. I'll hold it up and I'll talk here while Cameron gets this adjusted. So this, once again, has that wonderful silicone. But you'll notice this silicone is see-through. So you can put some pretty fabulous fabric underneath and you're going to be able to see the fabrics. Now let me hold this up down here. We'll get it right. So you can see just how much fun that is. So I have some teal fabric in back. And once again, Around the Bobbin thought of everything. You will see that we have a void area all the way around that silicone that makes it super easy for you to sew it together in your project. Now, I love these ones because I love a mug mat that's a little bit bigger. So you will see on one side, it has the silicone that's really going to grip your mug, your coffee mug or your tea if you prefer. And then you can put your snack on the other side. A customer suggested this would be the perfect little cat mat. So you could put your cat water bowl on one side, and that way the water bowl won't roll over or fall if they're a little bit aggressive when they drink. And then you can have a really cute pattern on the other side. So once again, on this one, I have 4 different samples to show you. I just used a solid piece of fabric. Super easy to put together, and these are, the instructions for these items are easy and very informative. You're not going to be sitting there reading it over and over going, what does she want me to do? It's super fun and creative to make them. So on this one, I just used a solid piece of fabric with some coordinating accents, and I used the same for the back side. Now on this other one, I grabbed my little squirrel fabric here, and then I just added some straight line quilting around it and just used a simple background. And underneath that silicone, once again, I have some fun fabric to show through with the clear part. Now, if you have leftover quilt blocks or even machine embroidery, you can put those under the silicone. This one is a leftover quilt block that I have. Once again, a solid back. You can tell that what you do is you sew the front part and then you simply put right sides together for the back and the front, and then you're going to birth it, as I call it. You'll sew all the way around, leave an opening, and then turn it so that you have a finished item. And then I simply sew around the edges all the way around to completely finish it up. Now the last one, I know you guys have heard me talk about scraps, but I decided to use up some of my scraps. I did just a scrappy little concoction, and I added a really fun owl backing on it, and I even used a really fun backing fabric underneath the silicone there. So there's so much you can do with them. And once again, you can buy the kit, and I brought in a refill, so you can get additional silicone. It comes 2 in a package, so you can make from the pattern, you can do the complete pattern, and then you can make some more as gifts. Perfect Christmas gifts. Once again, use some Christmas fabrics, and you're going to have a lot of fun with gift giving for these. So those are our mug mats. And then we have coasters. Now the coasters are super fun, and let me hold this up here. So we have 2 different items that we have made with them. And let me get it on our close-up camera now so you can see some of the details. So I have gone ahead and I fussy cut around to have my foxes show. I simply did some straight line quilting to keep it a little bit more fresh. And as you can see, I have like a group of foxes there from when they sewed them together. But the great thing is you have the little coasters, and you can see if you look really close that on one of them I have foxes and on the other one I have owls. And then on the back side, I fussy cut the same area so that you can see the design. So once again, you can see those designs through the top. They are super, I'm sorry, Cameron? Down, very good. So you can see that they have grips on them. And once again, I'm going to bring on camera so you can see the silicone itself. So we've got the grippy parts, and then we have that outer layer that you sew through. And once again, I can't say enough how easy it is to sew through them with just a jeans needle. The pattern, though, comes with 4 of these wonderful coasters, but you also have the pattern to make this adorable coaster holder. Isn't that creative? So we have the fox one here, and then I had my helper make me another one, and look how cute she has with the vases. So she's got vases, and she has them on the inside as well, and then she has different birds on hers that you can see through, and then just a simple dark backing. So you can get super creative with these, and once again, I brought in not only the pattern to make one complete set, but I bought in refills so that you can make another set with the silicone for a friend or as a gift. And I think you're going to find lots of usages for it. I know at my house, my kids know, don't put a glass down, either hot or cold or wet, on any of our wood surfaces without a coaster. So these will be really useful, and you can get very creative with your fabrics and have them all over your house. Now, the last item that I have with this silicone may be the most fun and functional. It simply is silicone rings. So you'll see here, I have a teething ring for a baby. Now, I brought in a set that's called Ellie and George, and I'll hold them up and then I'll do a close-up. So Ellie and George is an elephant and a giraffe, and they are made with the pattern using elastic to attach them to the rings. I did go a little bit rogue, and I'll share that a little bit in just a minute, but I want to show you the details of them. Look how sweet this is. The little giraffe, it's got little horns, it's got an ear that flops. You add ribbon so that the baby has something tactile to play with. Even the tail is movable. And I will share, I learned all the time from you guys, just as much as what I learned by reading a book. And one of our customers, Juan, if you're out there watching, hello, he had shared that he had made a bag using leftover Amazon plastic, and it made that bag crinkle. And I stored that in my brain until this. So you will hear, I'll hold it up, that I put that Amazon plastic in the giraffe. And that way, when the baby plays with it, it gets that nourishment in its brain and the tactileness from rubbing on it. So that is our giraffe, and isn't it super cute? Now the elephant, I used fleece and flannel on it. And once again, the tail is movable, the ear is movable, it's got a wonderful eye there. But what I decided to do was to add cam snaps. So in the kit that you get with Ellie and George, you will get 2 of the teething rings. And I added the cam snaps just to make it a little bit easier to take on and off. And also it makes it easier for cleaning. You can put the teething rings in your dishwasher to sterilize them, or wash them by hand with very hot water. And then if these get a little messy from the baby, you can wash these separate. So it just makes it a little bit easier. They're so sweet, and I know these are one of those items that a lot of people give as gifts. Once again, you can hear, I added to the ear some of that packing plastic to give it a little bit of crinkle when the baby grabs it. So we have those 2 items, and they are in a set, Ellie and George. And once again, you're going to get, let me put this one back on here real quick. You're going to get the pattern to make both of them. You will get a gray and a green teething ring, and that comes with it. But as I did for all the rest, I decided to bring in refills. So we have a refill pack that has just a green and a gray teething ring. And once again, 450 degrees, so you can sterilize them and make sure if it drops on the floor, you can sterilize it before you give it back to the baby. Now, what I decided to do was make some additional items that you can make with these teething rings. The first one is this adorable Winnie the Pooh. And on this one, I used the Avenir, the new top-of-the-line machine. I also have the cam snaps, so I can attach the teething ring to it so that they can teeth, but they also have something big that they can hold on to. And once again, that wonderful packing material I used on it. And let me show you around. Now, this is just a design that is in the machine, but isn't that cute? A little Winnie the Pooh design. I literally stitched it out on the machine, and then I added additional free motion to secure the plastic to the batting so that everything will stay in place and not bunch up on one end when you wash it. And it was just super sweet. I added a top. It's just a gray backing. You can kind of see where that plastic is, but I sewed straight through the plastic as well. And having the little cam snaps make it easier to once again clean it. So that's one of them that I did, and I couldn't do something with the Avenir and not do something with the Radiance. So for the Radiance machine, I did a really cute elephant, and I'll turn it around. I did add a little bit of ribbon onto the holder, and I'll turn that around so you can see. Isn't he adorable? I added the little stuffing on the sides and a little bit of a crinkle, and I just did some straight line quilting on him, but I thought it's so cute, and it's just a simple little gift that you can use using your embroidery machine at home. And with these wonderful silicone rings, you can make something really fun. And then also, a lot of new baby toys have interactive playthings. So I also grabbed some baby fabric and added some ribbons that I had. And this is just another little plaything. The baby can hold on with its hands and then, search and feel out all the different textures of the bathing little plaything. And then the last thing that I did, I thought was so much fun. Well, actually, it's not the last thing. It's the second to the last. Once again, using these teething rings, I made a little bat. So I'll hold him up so you can see. There we go. So I just free-handed the bat, and I added on the back, it's got bat fabric, so just a lot of fun. But once again, it's another little toy for a baby. And then the very last one I did, I had recently gone, and I'm going to show it up close, to get some baby things because all of my friends seem to be becoming grandmas. And they had something like this in the store with the bunny ears with the teething ring. And I thought, you know what, that's easy enough to make. So I just whipped up some ears, put it through the teething ring. And then if you look closely, I used some bunny fabric on that. So it's just another very easy thing. And, the baby can hold it on one end, use it in its mouth on the other end. And that's the whole idea around these items, is that it's easier for the baby to hold on and do the teething at the same time. So I know I went a little bit nutso with this stuff, but I thought it was really cool to have the little additional teething rings where you can make additional items. So for Around the Bobbin, once again, we have the teething rings that are silicone. We have the coaster sets with 4 different coasters included in the pattern. And then we have the mug rugs and the wonderful oven mitts. So all of those items, we have additional refills. So you can buy the initial pattern, and then you can buy the refills for making additional ones for your families and friends. And that's what we have for Around the Bobbin. I know you're going to fall in love with these items. They're super creative. And once again, the silicone will protect from hot and cold and also wet. And the heat is up to 450 degrees. So you can use it in your oven or wherever else you want to do. And I don't think anyone would drink something that hot. I would hope not. but it would be just as secure on your little coasters or your mug rugs. So with that said, let's dive into our show and tell. Now, I have two different items that I'm going to talk about real quick here. The first one is the quilt in back of me. And once again, I'm always on my scrap usages and trying to get my scrap bin a little bit lower. So I, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, I started cutting up some of my scraps into the shapes. I first started off with just these triangles. I sewed them together to make the octagon, and then I sewed additional strips around them. And then I have probably about 20 or 30 additional ones sitting at home of that shape that I'll get to at some point. But then I cut my triangles and started putting them together. Completely willy-nilly. There was no rhyme or reason to it. The original idea around it, I saw a quilt that was called Lifesavers, and I just kind of saw the visual and realized that I had tools at home to make it. So I went a little bit crazy, and like I said, I wanted a big mix of colors. I didn't want one of them to be all blues or all reds. I wanted it to be a scrappy feel to it. And then when I got done with this quilt, I oftentimes, when I'm done with a quilt, I will lay it out and I kind of look at it and decide, what am I going to do with it? And this one was the first quilt I can ever say that I stared at this quilt for a long time and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was going to do free motion, if I wanted to have it long armed, or if I wanted to do straight line quilting. So what I decided to do was do a mix of free motion. And I did words in here, is the word love, is the word scraps, and is also my name, Michelle. And then I did stones and bubbles and feathers and stars and hearts and just whatever other item that I could think of. Let me see if I can find one with my name. You can see here, probably because it's dark, where I did some interesting circles and wigwags. Wigwags? I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. Let's see. I can't find any of the words, but believe me, they're there. Like I said, love, Michelle, and scraps is in there. So this quilt's going to be with me a long time. And it was a lot of fun to get rid of some of those scraps. But I will say, my bin's already just as filled. So I'm going to have to come up with something else. And then I also have, I'm going to a baby shower again. And I did something a little bit different this time. Normally when I go to a baby shower, like most of you, you may decide on a quilt pattern, you'll make that quilt, and then you get the backing to match it. And I decided to do things completely different. On this one, I actually got the backing was my inspiration. So I have sharks. It's obviously for a little boy. And then I simply did the front with some of my fabrics. I brought in the same colors that were on the sharks and created just a really fun pattern. I did some straight line quilting, and I also rounded my corners. Remember that we had that a couple months ago. And always, always, always put your name on your quilts if you're giving them for gifts. So it was a really fun and fast. This got done in a weekend. Quilt to put together for a baby. And I know it's going to be loved, and it's just unique and one of a kind. And I always love giving gifts that are quilts for babies. So let's see what you guys have. So I'm going to come around the front here, and we're going to get you guys lined up. And how about Diane? Why don't you come on in first? Come on in. So many of you may or may not know, but this is one of our instructors here at our store. Her name is Diane. And
Hi.
what have you have to share today?
Well, today I have this really cute Halloween banner. I attended the Floriani class a while back, and I've been having a lot of fun using the Floriani software to make my own projects. So I made
Very
this Halloween
sweet.
banner, and then I thought if somebody didn't want like a shoe and a hat, and I just love jack-o'-lanterns as well, so I went ahead and made another block with jack-o'-lanterns. And when I designed this, I thought, well, I didn't want to put my sashing in separately and not have any quilting on it.
Mhm.
So I made it so I could do my block and my sashing all at one time in the hoop.
Wow.
And so that way, then my sashing has also got quilting on it. and then just with the 3 blocks, stitched them from top to bottom, and then added
Add
my
your banner.
framing around it and came up with a cute little banner. And then I made little pockets on the back so I could put a dowel on the back to hang it with. Then that way it helps keep my corners nice and rigid so that they are not flopping over like sometimes they do on a banner. I just take a picture off the wall, hang my banner up. Then when the holiday's over, switch it and put my picture back. And so this was my fun project that I
Very
did with
sweet.
my software.
Well, thanks for
I
sharing.
love the generic. You could do this for all kinds of
Yes.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
too.
you could take these blocks
Yeah.
and if I wanted to make a table runner or something else with them
Yeah.
too.
Super cute.
So,
Well, very nice. Well, thanks for sharing. Okay, next we have, we've got another one of these beautiful Swedish weaves. I'll hold one side for you, Karen.
I can help on this now too.
We just got to make sure that Karen can be seen.
Okay.
So tell us about it.
Well, this one I started after So Fun last month, and it went really quickly. I like this one's a little bit more open than I'm used to, but it was fun.
The colors are just striking. I love it. Good job, Karen.
This was a month.
Okay.
This took me a month.
But the great thing, I know you've shared before, you do it when you're watching TV.
I do it every night when I'm watching TV before I go to sleep. It
Relaxing.
unfortunately keeps me up very late at night because I keep saying, "Oh, I can finish this row."
One
you
more
know?
row, yeah.
And I mean, you can only probably get about 4 rows done a night, because it does take a long time to do.
Well, they're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Very beautiful.
Okay. Come on in, Marilyn.
I finally finished my happy snowman.
Oh, yay!
It was interesting. I was at my daughter's house babysitting 3 cats.
Oh,
And so when I was trying to sew this, I had cats trying to get on
They were
top
trying to
of it.
help you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so they're not quite a year old. So yeah, anyway,
It's
I'm so
beautiful.
happy. Thank you.
I love it. Nice
Alrighty,
job.
thank you.
Thank
Inspiration to
you.
get mine done.
Okay, next.
So cute.
I recognize this one.
Yeah. Is that how you?
Yes. Do you remember?
Laundry basket.
Laundry Basket Quilts is the designer, yes. And this is a pre-fused one that we've had for So Fun Club before, but I love the stitching that you did on this.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yes. It was
Beautiful.
a bag of just a whole bunch of leftovers,
Uh-huh.
and then I just went all over it.
Well, it's gorgeous.
And the fabric, this fabric here, the blue,
Mm-hmm.
when my kids were about 4 and 6 maybe, or 4 or 5, I made them little pinafore things with it. So this is about 48 years old.
Wow. Now, do you still have some leftovers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can make
Oh,
even
sorry.
more. Yeah. Well, that's
Very
gorgeous. I
pretty.
love it.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, Carolyn.
I have a few things this time.
Well, I'll hold while you dig out then.
Okay, well, you can hold that
Thank
first.
you.
Cute
Whoops.
bag.
This was a bag that we made. We called this the bag from hell because it was very difficult. And it took 4 of us to try and figure this bag out.
Because of the instructions
The
or?
instructions were
Okay.
not good. And
Well, it's
it has
beautiful.
a conceal and carry pocket, so you can hide your gun.
Yes.
That's one thing.
Okay.
And then I have this OESD.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
Let
love
the
that
leaves
one.
fall.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I
Ooh.
completed this in the last month.
Very nice.
Very pretty.
Can
I've
we-
always loved that
Let's
one.
hold it up so we can get a close up so everyone can see.
Oops.
Oh, we don't have to
One of
cover
my
your face
favorites.
though.
I don't care.
There we go. Isn't that beautiful? So a tiling scene from OESD. And then I love this one. We got Around the Bobbin.
Well, I didn't know you were doing Around the Bobbin.
How
But
funny.
I have been making these silicone things for a while. And I've made they have
Let me hold
I
this
think
one.
it's a 9 by 13 or 14 trivet
Mhm.
shape. And I made that for my sister out of this fabric a year or so ago, and she wanted some small ones because she makes homemade soups a lot. They live in Oregon. My sister's a fabulous cook, and she makes homemade soups, and she wanted these to put their soup bowls on for
So
she and her
very nice.
husband. So I'm taking these up to her
Ah,
next month.
well, how serendipitous that it's the same
Yes.
month for Around the Bobbin.
And here it is around the bobbin. I didn't know you were doing that.
Well, very
But
good.
those are very nice, and I've made about 7 of the larger ones in the last month.
We've been
And
busy.
given them away as gifts to our family.
Well, they're
Beautiful.
fun to make and easy, right? They're easy to
They're
sew through the
easy.
silicone. Yep, absolutely. Come on in. Yep, very good.
Well, I think this was what, a couple of months
It was
ago?
2 months ago, I believe, yeah.
And so I got one together, made this for my sewing room.
It's so sweet.
cute?
Very cute.
Yeah,
And that's vintage stitches.
yes. And then I took a class with Michelle and I finally
Oh.
finished this.
Yay!
Table runner. So
Very cool.
it looks
Yeah, that
kinda-
was a little while ago
Kind of looks
too.
like it's 3D,
It
right?
is, yeah. So it's a floral applique, but we used a thimble ruler to make the pots in the background. So it was a little bit, using.
Sand,
Yes,
grass.
yes. Very nice. It's beautiful. Did we get a good close up of that?
Thank you.
There we go. Well, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, off. Do you need me to hold the bag? There we go.
This is a thermal water. Oops.
Oops. Oh, those are wonderful.
This is in YouTube. It's just 2 sizes. This small one and this. No, I'm going to a cruise, so I'm going to use them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. I love that. Very creative. Oh, and she always has more.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
look how
are 5
sweet.
ladies going together, so I made one for each one.
Very
Cute.
nice
Very
with the
cute.
vinyl. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Jane.
Handful.
Awesome.
I'm gearing up for Halloween.
Oh, look at
This is,
that.
I found this little bag and it was cute, but I thought it needed some dressing up, some extras. So, Michelle, I lined it,
Oh, very nice.
added a pocket to the inside, one side here.
We can never, totes
Okay.
always have to have
Had
pockets. Yes.
And then I decided that the straps that came with it were boring, so it
Let's
wanted
see
to
the
just fold this over and stitch it down, and I thought, no, let's put a border on it. and
Yeah.
add a-
Made it even
That's
more
a nice
special. I love it.
And then this is the artist I'm working with in digitizing some of his artwork, and I did this jacket.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
And everybody, when they look at these jackets, they want them glittered. Every woman that's looked at one is like, oh, but I want mine glittered. So now we're glittering everything.
Very nice.
That's his pineapple. And then again for Halloween,
Uh-huh.
I decided I needed a hoodie. So I got the hoodie, I have Hocus Pocus fabric, and then I have embroidered this.
Very
on the-
nice.
on the top
And
in
you
here.
did the hood as
Oh,
well.
And inside the hood too.
Yep. Very
Okay.
cool. That's
So
fun.
Cute.
Thank you.
You've been busy as usual.
As usual.
And Karen, come on in. And you've got a Mary Poppins bag as well.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Last month I showed this cute CD that I had made the quilt. Well, decided that I had some extra charm squares, so I have a small entry table. So this is
Oh,
my
how
extra
sweet.
that goes on there. And then I had to make these pumpkins
Here, I'll hold some.
with my extra fabric, and they go on.
Oh, they're
They go on.
adorable.
They go on like this.
Very cool.
They're the same faces that are on the quilt.
Very sweet. So you got super creative there. Yeah,
Yes.
and I love your little leaves and your little stem. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And we have an acorn on him as
Yes,
well. Yes.
He needed one. they were quite tricky to put together. So I decided to make 5 of them.
Just to outdo you. And it's got spider web quilting on here, which is
Yes.
really hard to see,
Yeah,
but it is
it's
a
darling.
perfect little touch to them.
That's in the pattern.
Oh, very
That's
cool.
in the CD.
Well, fun stuff.
It's a Riley Blake CD. It's really cute. It has pumpkins, different things on it. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Very
Yeah.
cute. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you for sharing. And now we're going to go over here and we're going to draw some names. We'll come back on this side. So we have another prize. So we have a little cleaning tool. All machines need these. They are a silicone cleaning tool, so they will pick up that lint and take it out with you. There's 4 different ones. And we also have some Mylar. So we have one for our virtual people. And the winner is Dorothy Mullins. Congratulations. You'll contact us and we can get this sent out for you. And Cheryl, who's our in-store winner?
Carolyn Meadows.
Very nice. Congratulations, Carolyn. So we both want to thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thank you
joining
very
us
much.
once again for So Fun Club this month, September. Next month, we have a theme of kits and projects. So we will have different items for you to make. Machine embroidery, quilting, just a bunch of different fun things for you. And we'll have more information coming down the chute. We look forward to seeing you each and every month. And until next time, happy stitching.